folks, what's good? What's good? You know, you know what that bell mean? That's my cowbell. That's to round up the cows. That's to get them subscriptions. I'm feeling like, you gotta subscribe because, like I said before in one of my other videos, this is like my fourth or fifth video. I'm gonna hit y'all with some quality, man. I'm gonna try to keep y'all entertained. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna really try to keep y'all entertained. Got some news. Got some news. I got some news for you people. Here it is. I'm on my This is I'm relatively new to this shit. This is like my fourth video, third, fourth video, something like that. Already, and I'm honored. I am honored. I done got a response. Somebody left me a message. I'm not gonna tell y'all who that person was just yet, because I didn't even read it. I saw the name. It was a famous name, and a big dog on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I hope he has some good advice for me. I hope he ain't, I ain't even read his yet. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna try to have nothing throw me off on my objective. You know what I'm saying? So I'll read it eventually. I'll probably read it tonight. But I got up early this morning. That's what I usually do. I go to the bathroom and shit, and I take my little tablet with me. And I'm like, who's this? Who left me a message? Oh shit! Wow. I struck it down or something. I don't know. Anyway, Saturday night. See, it's snowing like a motherfucker. I don't like to drive when it's snowing, when the weather is bad. You know what I'm saying? I just have a phobia of that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Because all the people I know that, God bless, that passed up in these parts, man, it was because they usually it's a car accident or some shit, man, and it's crazy. These roads is like you gotta know how to whip, but I'm a whip master. I know how to, you know what I'm saying? I done had jobs driving the elderly, and you know what I'm saying? I done had limousine jobs. I done had jobs driving I used to work for the limo place, Fugazi, and I used to do the what's the name every summer with the tennis players out in Queens. You know what I'm saying? I had what's the name Pops one. I didn't get the Serena sister. I didn't get Serena, but I had their father one day with his little young light skinned little young girl. Not they mom with his little side chicks. I had them when I had to. So I hope I ain't blowing you up, but he was a very nice man and shit. Then I also had I used to drive around the other one, what's her name? Sloan, something Sloan, black girl. I think she had a Compton or some shit. Right, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I had her a couple times. I used to drive the officials around, the referees, the important people. So your whip game got to be good. You can't fuck around and smash none of them up. You know what I'm saying? Had them all fucked up. So that was always I was always like a professional driver, nigga. I always had my CDL, all that, nigga. I can whip. I've been whipping since I was a young nigga. Whip game is crazy. Anytime I've ever been in a motherfucking accident is because another motherfucker caused it. Another motherfucker hit me. You know what I'm saying? I done UPI, I did all that shit. You know what I'm saying? All that shit, man. And it's interesting. I'm just thinking about it, man. A lot of niggas get on here and talk the street shit. I can talk the street shit all day, but can we talk about how many jobs we done had? Can we talk about our legitimate work history? Yeah, let's talk about that for a minute. Since you niggas like to talk and run your mouths. You know what I'm saying? They got so much commentary on the streets and who's ratting and who's doing this and who. How many of y'all niggas had a job, a real job, nigga? Was coming out of high school. I told you in one of my earlier videos, my nigga, coming out of high school, I had, I, yo, come on, son. They always pick me for some shit, man. But this is what it is, man. When you got an opportunity, you know what I'm saying, go past you, man. Sometimes the opportunity will never come and knock again, man. And people don't understand that, man. And sometimes, man, a missed opportunity, be kicking yourself in the ass for the remainder of your life, bro. You know what I'm saying? I had some good opportunities, pretty good opportunities that I fucked up. I'ma keep it real. Chasing these streets, man. Behind this bullshit out here, man. Believe it or not, I had a fucking opportunity coming straight out of high, maybe when I was like 18, 17, 18. I was working, niggas picked me of all people. And I wasn't even interested in it. They picked me. They said, no, we want you to go represent the school. We were doing internships. That's how I graduated out of high school. My last year, I transferred because I started fucking up. I was cutting, you know, with the girls and all that, missing days. So I fell a little behind. You know, it wasn't because I couldn't do the work academically. That wasn't nothing. You know what I'm saying? I was reading encyclopedias when I was 4 years old. But what it was I was fucking up, man. You know, hanging with the wrong crowd. This is why I be telling niggas about being a follower. Sometimes you can't. I always had leadership qualities, but sometimes, man, you get with the wrong nigga, man. You don't even be realizing that you being led astray. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I done fucked up some good opportunities, man. I was working in the congressman. I was working with. Come on, I don't. My man was for Harlem for many years, man. I got flicks with him and all that. Charles Rango, I worked in his office for a hot minute, man. And then, my cousin was like, yo, he spooked me. He was like, yo, man, you out there fucking with that shit. You know what I'm saying? You working in this and that. If you get smashed, you know how you gonna make him look bad. Now, this was a internship that they picked me for my last year of school, right? To get enough credits to graduate. So I had to be, I had a choice. Then I worked at a AM radio station, which was downtown Manhattan. I remember them people, and I had a very good job there. I had a job. Oh my God, They put me in the advertising when people wanted their commercials played and shit like that. Even though it was an AM station, it was popping. It didn't play no rap music, none of that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But no, excuse me, I mean not bullshit, but it didn't play no rap music. None of that type of music. It was just a lot of commercials, a lot of political commentary, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And my job, I sat behind this desk. I had my own desk with three old ladies that was teaching me the game, and basically what they had me doing was taking in when people wanted like they commercial played, they wanted specific shit done and jingles and music, and that was my job to make sure that their whatever they was paying for as far as their commercial, you know what I'm saying? I pushed that through. That's what they had me do. I was there for a minute. You had to dress. And it was so crazy. You know why I left a lot of them jobs? I'm going to keep it real with you, man. Because I felt that I didn't have the clothes. Our mindsets is fucked up because I felt that I didn't have the switch up gear at the time to go back and forth because you had to have every day, like a shirt and tie. I'm keeping it stat. Shirt and tie. I didn't want to wear, my shit was limited at that time. I wasn't really in the game like that as of yet. My shit was like kind of limited. You know what I'm saying? To whereas I had a lot of gear. I just had street shit. You did what I'm saying? And I just, so what happened was I eventually just transformed from them two joints and I went to something easier, which was interesting and which was good and which I wind up staying at for that whole complete year and went there every day consistently till I got my credits in science and math to ultimately graduate. And I worked at Mount Sinai Hospital. You know what I'm saying? For that whole year, you can wear what you want. I just wore a doctor's jacket. I had to wear a doctor's jacket every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, you going to like some Doogie Howser shit, some straight doctor's jacket. And uh 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 I worked guess where I was working? I worked in the GYN GU clinic. You know what I'm saying? And I knew all at my job. I was a chart preparer. And what I would do, I would prepare the charts for the doctors, for the patients that was coming in. So we had the sticker system at the time. I don't know if they still do, where I had to put stickers on certain, I had to read actual patients' charts. And, you see who got syphilis, who got herpes, who got gonorrhea. It was a different, like, stamp. I had to let the doctors know beforehand. So I had to put these stickers on the patient's chart. So I had to go through the patient's chart, read what they had, and interesting job. And also I could go in the room with the men, like to get like when they're getting their physical. That was part of my job description. I could go in the room actually with the men. I couldn't go with the women. I wanted to go with the women. I don't want to see a doctor touching a nigga nuts. But it was important because a lot of black men have prostate cancer. You know what I'm saying? And the doctors would show you how what to look for, and sometimes they got to stick their finger up your butt and all that. I didn't really want to see that, but I would be down with some shit with the women, but they didn't allow that. You know what I'm saying? But with the men, you know what I'm saying? When they test for the prostate cancer, you know what I didn't notice? I mean, I never knew. They said that milk, regular milk. They always say, "That's why you can't believe everything you hear." I don't know. They said that was the leading cause of prostate cancer with black men. Ain't that some shit? The shit that's going on with this, like they trying to really exterminate us out this motherfucker, man. And we killing each other, man. Anyway, yeah, man, it's a little description of shit that I did with the job. Originally, I wanted to make this video about, because they got me on some shit with like some 15-minute shit. Like I got 15 minutes to make a video. I guess because I'm a new jack or whatever, I got to go through the new jack shit. I was going to talk about 6ix9ine. I saw this shit on the thing with 6ix9ine's woman, uh, uh, Sarah, whatever her name is. I just wanted to say this real quick. You know what I'm saying? 6ix9ine made you who you are, sweetheart. I'm not trying to vilify you or make you into. I'm not really trying to talk bad. You're a very cute young lady, or whatever the case may be, if you happen to see this video. But 6ix9ine, that shit when I said it hurt me, man. Like, damn, you turning your back on a young God like that. You know what I'm saying? He in a little trouble, whatever. He had you shining. Nobody would have never knew who you were. You know what I'm saying? Nobody never knew your name. You know what I'm saying? Basically, if you smart, you can use this opportunity, even though, blood is, excuse me, down now, whatever the case may be, you can take this opportunity and run with it. You know what I'm saying? They might include you in a book deal 10 years from now when a nigga come out of jail, or you're gonna benefit, you and your daughter gonna benefit from this bad situation some kind of motherfucking way. You know what I'm saying? But all I'm saying is, like, it just made me feel so, like, I had a situation with my baby moms, and I know how it feels when a chick that you feel supposed to be your rock turn their back on you. A chick you feel, this is my baby moms, I don't give a fuck what we went through, we gonna always have something in common. This kid, she should always want the best for me, for us. You know what I'm saying? No matter if I'm fucking chicks, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, you should always want the best for 6ix9ine, because 6ix9ine made you who you was. Forget about him snitching. When I saw you on Vlad TV reading the documents and all that old shit, and how he was, yeah, it's fucked up, he's ratting and all that, but they saying you was sleeping with Shotty or his manager and all of them, and a couple. How foul is that? I'm not trying to judge you, young girl, sweetheart, or whatever, but how foul is that, man? You're a beautiful young lady, man. You ain't got to. Damn, I mean, you gonna screw around with somebody, screw around with a stranger. Why are you screwing around with the niggas that's handling him and all of that? That was kind of, I don't know, I wasn't there. I don't know how true it is. You know what I'm saying? But that's all I wanted to say as far as that, man. Just learn the word loyalty, man. A lot of you could learn what loyalty is, man. You know what I'm saying? You're so quick to turn your backs on these men when they do something wrong, that you feel slighted, or you feel like, you know what I'm saying? Come on, I know bitches that been with men 20 years, 20 something years, and you know what I'm saying? I know a chick up here, she don't live in nothing but misery all her fucking life. This nigga ain't never bought a Louis Vuitton bag or nothing. How you with a nigga 20 years and you ain't got a Louis in your closet hanging on your motherfucking... That's crazy. That's crazy. How you been with a chick 20 years and you ain't even buy her a fucking Gucci bag, a Louis bag, nothing to show her? Fuck how much it costs. Nothing to show her that you really love her. These bitches be out here wasting all their time and all their life on niggas. You know what I'm saying? Niggas that just be playing them, with this nigga because he cute and all dumb, all kind of dumb, ignorant shit. You know what I'm saying? That ain't never paid no motherfucking bills. Y'all bitches got to wake up. But anyway, not all of y'all. A lot of y'all got it together. And I raise girls. I'm not, I don't even really like to use that word that much, because I have all girls, and all of them are doing good by the grace of God. They listen to Papa. They listen to me. They listen to what the fuck I was saying. I was in their life. You know what I'm saying? You got to stay in these children's life. Anyway, I'm going to sign off real quick. I'm going to make another motherfucking video. Subscribe. Do what y'all do. I love y'all. And if y'all love me, I'm going to show the love back. Hey, my motherfucking star, nigga. Subscribe, nigga.